So, as you can see from the bandana around my neck, I have been captured. It's, well, technically it's almost 2 in the morning of November 16th, 2009. But since I haven't gone to sleep yet, in my mind, it's still Sunday. I haven't made my personal promise to myself to make it till Monday after classes, which is kind of sad. But let me tell you, it was an epic day. Started off with Chris calling me saying, "Hey, you know, I'm going back on campus. Can you please, you know, back me up or something?" And I said, "Oh, dude, I got your back. I got your back." But he said he didn't want me to risk my humanity to help him. So Chris was swarmed while he got out of his car, and he told me right away and gave me his guns, which was awesome. Right afterwards, I heard there was a mission, so I thought, it's a mission! I have to go, because I didn't go on the first one. I was a little bit late to the mission, but I did get a couple people together. I got Zach there, and I got Ralph there. So we headed out, and we did a couple looping around campus, going through back ways, trying to get to a safe place. And we saw zombies and humans hanging around on College Ave. All of a sudden they turned on us, and we ran into South Spencer, and went out the back way, tried to go up behind and come back up to College Ave a weird way. They were met by 2 zombies, and we got them, and then the first zombie called up a friend on the phone, and we said, "We have to get out of there," and we did, which was cool. But while going around South Spencer again, we were swarmed. This was my first swarm for the first time. I was swarmed. There must have been 8 guys, 8 zombies, and it was more like a standoff thing between me, Ralph, Zach, some other guy who kind of just joined in on us, and 5 other zombies. And I said, fuck it, you know, and I started unloading, and so did they, and we got them all. But then we did a stupid thing. We did a dumb thing. We decided to go back again to College Ave and cross that to get to McIver. And there was a swarm of what it must have been 15 guys. 15 zombies were chasing us. And Zachary, he can run. He can run. So it was him and the other guy, and they were just running. And I'm here keeping up with Ralph. I'm trying to keep up with Ralph, is more like it. And we're running and we're running and we're running. I'm starting to get really hard, and my legs are shaking, like my legs are getting tired, and I can't do it anymore. But Ralph looked at me, and he just said, "Mm-mm." And he stopped and turned around and cocked his 2 Mavericks and just unloaded on them. Let me tell you right now, he had a game face on. He had that face that was like, I'm going out like a man. And he did. He did. And I'm still running, and Zach yells at me. He said, turn around, turn around. And I was like, alright. And I kind of just like cocked my head just a little bit. And I see there's a zombie right there. And he's like on my back. And he's just about to like, he has his hand out about to catch me. And I was like, I'm just thinking they're like, this is it. This is the end. This is the end. And I look at Zach, and I'm just like, I'm not going to make it, dude. I'm not going to make it. And Zach was like, fine. He just got down, and he had a hero face on, and he just cocked his Raider rapid fire and shot the guys. And that was amazing. He saved my life right there. That was the second swarm. Thank you, Zach. And we would play next semester. You're going to be on my team, because you're awesome. Then we went past McIver, heading towards Graham. And then we saw more zombies, and we decided to go and run. And now, this was kind of like weird for me. There was a zombie that was angry, kind of a sore loser, said that we were supposed to give him a number, but I didn't think he tagged someone, and we didn't think he did. I mean, you know, I play the game fairly. But we stunned him, and then he was getting really angry and started screaming, "Humans! Humans!" I was like, "Really, dude?" So we started running again, and Ralph cut up and went to a subway, I learned later. And then, the black guy who was with us, he just ran, and Zachary ran down Tate. And I shot everyone who was there with my long shot, but I saw this one zombie, he took out his asthma pump and started getting, like, breathing weird. I mean, I have asthma myself. So I was like, well, you know, maybe shoot him once, and then go help him. And, you know, he was getting alright. And then he looked up, and I saw there were zombies around, and then he ratted me out, too. Like, I don't know, zombies are mean like that. And he was like, "Oh, there's a human here, she's all by herself." And I saw 8 zombies. And they came up from around the corner, and they started running from across the street. And 8 zombies, I had 12 darts left. And so, I said, "Bring it on, bitches." And I cocked my gun, and I kept on shooting and shooting and shooting and shooting, and they were circling around me, and I had to keep on turning around, because they were just like, I didn't know, like, if one of them was bound to tag me in the back as I was shooting somebody else. And I was shooting him, and there was 2 left in front of me, so I shot one, and I cocked it, and kind of shot the other, but I was out. And he tagged me. And I was like, "Oh, dude," and I reached in my back pocket, and I gave him my number, and I was like, "It was an honor, you know, you are resilient." And most of them shook my hand and said, "You know, I respect you." I guess because it was just me and 8 guys, and I was holding out for as long as I could, and they were like, "Dude, you're pretty cool." But then they all surrounded me and said, "Welcome to the Horde." And so I took my bandana off and put it around my neck. Then I went to Subways, where I called up Chris, and I, you know, called up David, who, sorry David, he's a zombie too. And it's probably my fault, because I told him to come to campus, and his gun was jamming. And every time I tried to call him, that's when I was getting swarmed, and he didn't know where the fuck I was. And I didn't know where he was. Yeah, and I called up David, I said, "Hey, we're zombies, let's go human hunting." And I was waiting for them on Subway, sitting across from Ralph, kind of, you know, looking at the door, waiting for them to come, looking at the door, waiting for them to come. And I see Matt. Ooh, Matt. He's a friend of mine, but I see him walking down Tate Street with his Maverick in his hand, acting like there's nothing wrong with the world, when there are zombies everywhere. Yes, there's many things wrong with the world. So I come behind him, I just start running as fast as I can, silently as I can, and last minute he turns around and shoots me. But it passes under my arm, and I give him a big bear hug and said, "You're infected." And that was my first kill. I got my best friend. And from then on we went human hunting, which was very unsuccessful, because by then the humans went back to their dorms, which is what I would have done, gone back to my dorm. So we stayed out there till around 1, and at least I won't have to walk to class really paranoid. At least I won't have to run for my life. Now I'm just running for a meal. At least I can come and go as I please. It's a less stressful life being a zombie. But I'm gonna miss shooting at people. And shooting at people. Yeah. Sadly. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna miss shooting at people. And these talks. Because I'm not gonna do anymore. Like, why do you need to know when I kill somebody? You don't. Well, this is my last Human vs. Zombies vid until next semester when it starts up again. Hopefully I'll be a human for longer. I'm really gonna miss shooting at people. Yeah. Peace.